This is just one of those ordinary tin tiles. You can pick them up a dime a dozen at the thrift store. They're the old home decor. People had 3 or 4 on a wall. So I have a little piece of tissue paper. I thought it'd be a great thing to add to this. It's pretty slick surface, so in order to make everything stick, I'm going to go ahead and put a coat of Dixie Belle's Bonding Boss. Bonding Boss is an adhesion primer, adhesion and blocking primer. So it's perfect for this piece. I did wash it first to make sure I got off the grease and any oils that were on the piece. But I'm just going to put a really quick coat of Bonding Boss down before I do the rest of the project. You're supposed to wait 24 hours before you do anything. And I normally would if I was doing a piece of furniture. But in this instance, it's just a piece of wall decor. So I didn't think it was any big deal. So I let it dry. I did take my little cow. Isn't he so cute? And kind of dry fit it. I'm going to go ahead and use the water method. You take an old paintbrush, dip it in some water, and just kind of go around the area. What this does is it allows you to tear the paper and not have like straight lines. Nobody wants straight lines on, and you know, I'm going to paint in. So it's a really great way to just give yourself a little bit of, and it just tears so easily once you put water on it. It's so easy. Don't cut it, tear it. Because when you paint over the top, I'm going to decoupage this down, I'm going to paint over the top, you won't see the seam. This is how you hide the seam. Now, I'm going to save that little flower down there that I'm ripping off, and I'm actually going to add it back into the piece. I don't want all that white space. So, look at the cow. He like matches, and I just put a coat of primer. There's not even a paint on this thing. Isn't he so cute? He's a cute little cow. Little moo-moo. The Highland boy. Highland cows are so popular, you guys. You want to do something that will sell really quick. Do something with a Highland cow. This piece of art did sell rather quickly in my store. So we're going to go and just kind of dry fit it. And then it's so cute, right? And it's okay if it doesn't fit all the way. Just kind of manipulate your paper as best you can. I did realize that I had that flower piece, so then I just kind of went around and did the same thing with the water paintbrush, and just kind of went around and took some of the flower off. I didn't need all that extra stuff up there. I didn't want all the white space. I didn't want the white space. It's not necessary. So I wanted it to not be able to be seen, so I do the jiggity edge on everything. The jiggity edge helps hide the paper so you don't see it. You'll never see the paper on my pieces. It's great. So then we're going to go ahead and put it down in that corner. Right? He's like smelling the flowers. Perfect. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to decoupage this little boy to the, or girl. I guess that could be a girl cow. I don't think I always think of cows as being boys. I am using Dixie Belle's Satin Clear Coat. I will tell you, I do not use Mod Podge. I don't like it. I don't like how it works. Satin Clear Coat by Dixie Belle is by far one of the most amazing decoupage mediums you will ever use. It is fabulous, you guys. You will do your surface. You will put down your paper. And then you will just go over the top and do a top coat. This will seal it in. It'll be a little opaque. And this tin had some texture on it from the previous design. That's okay. I'm just kind of patting so that that tissue really gets down into that and it sticks. It's kind of gonna look opaque. It kind of almost looks like a purple opalescent until it dries. It will dry clear. The reason that we like to use this material, and believe me, I've on accident picked one of my other top coats and they don't work as well. The Dixie Belle Satin Clear Coat works super well because it stays wet for longer than most top coats, meaning it doesn't dry super fast or super hard. I mean, it dries super hard, but it doesn't dry super hot. Hot top coats generally dry within a few minutes. And what happens is you don't have any workability with decoupage. So satin clear coat is my go-to 1,000,000% the only thing I use. And to be honest, when you look at this piece right now, it appears to like be done, right? I could have just probably painted it white and called it a day. But I never just paint anything white. So now I'm going to add some paint. I kind of try to just find contrasting colors that are within the print to give them some highlight. So I am using Dixie Belle's Haint Blue, Dixie Belle's Stormy Seas, Dixie Belle's Cobalt Blue, and a little bit of buttercream. So a couple blues, 3 blues. And what I'm going to do is just take my brush and I'm just going to kind of tap it in. I kind of want the little cow to be like highlighted around. And once again, we're trying to make that tissue paper go away. So this has been dried for a few hours because it takes a hot minute for this to dry. You want to make sure your top coat is thoroughly dried before you do paint. And then I'm just going to blend in other colors as I go. So I'm going to pull some of the cobalt. I'm going to use a dry brush to kind of feather out all that color that I just put on. And I'm just going to keep dipping my paintbrush into the paint, adding different colors as I go, and just making this little cow look like he's always been on this tin. Like, you can pick up this tin for probably $1 at the thrift store. I mean, seriously, they're so inexpensive. And update something relatively quick. These would make great gifts. You know, I personally love getting a gift from the heart instead of a gift from the store. So if somebody takes the time to make me something, I just think that's just fabulous. It's fun. You can use your creativity. I'm just pouncing a brush. Pouncing a brush. I'm not, doing a Picasso thing here. I am pouncing a brush and just going around this little guy to give him like a little cute, ethereal look. Look at him. He's just so sweet. And just highlighting him by just adding some of that bright blue, some of that sky blue, some of that stormy kind of blue, and just adding that. And then I'll add a couple of the cream into it. If you do get paint on your, say on the cow, you notice I just wiped it off, get a little damp rag because it's sealed and just wipe it off. That's all I did there. Grabbed a damp paper towel, wiped, came right off his face. So don't worry about it, because you've already sealed it, because you're using a top coat, not Mod Podge. That's the reason you use a top coat. Satin clear coat, which is top coat. So basically, I'm just going to go around, keep doing my little swirly girly and just trying to figure out what colors to put in there. I use the same brush. I don't change out my brushes. I will dip just the corner of my brush into the blues, excuse me, into the darker blue, the vibrant blue. So we have a subtle blue, a vibrant blue, and like a very, very light blue. I don't know why my camera didn't film this whole thing. There we go. Sometimes I forget. Making YouTube videos is so much fun, but sometimes you forget, like you just get into the project. Normally I'll start a project and then I'll do it and then I won't film a step and I'm like, dang it. So bear with me. It takes a lot of time to try to figure out how to film videos. And you guys, this content is free. It doesn't cost you a dime. So bear with me and other YouTubers because it's our time and our energy, right? So we're just dabbing, dotting. And look at him now. He has like a highlight around him, right? The cobalt I'm just kind of using as a little highlight here and there. It just helps to give him a little bit of a highlight. You can go back in after you've done it and just add a couple little taps here and there. It doesn't take a lot of skill to do this. It just takes a vision and the use of colors. So, got a little blue again on his back. Wet rag. And then when I'm done with this, I will put a clear coat over the whole thing again because I'll want to seal the paint. But I mean, he's so cute. And like I said, he sold in a day. So I took a project. This was a leftover scrap piece of tissue paper off of another project. And I believe I sold this for $20. It took me all of a half an hour to probably complete start to finish. And there you go. Please subscribe to see more. Thank you.